Hello, everyone, and welcome to the season 3 premiere of the Finger Guns podcast with Tony, Dave, and James.
Woo!
Dave's really excited for starting off season 3.
Can you do that again?
Woo!
Thank you. That was nice.
See, it comes naturally.
It sure does, Tony. It sure does. It's very warm. I am your enigmatic co-host, Jimmy, and I'm joined as always with
A very tired, a very cold, a very small, tasty.
very small, tasty.
Very small, tasty.
I know it's
tired and
cold
I'm
outside.
fucking
I know.
cold as fuck.
I know it shrinks in the cold. I get it. And
Actually, not with me, buddy. When it's cold, it gets
Oh, it
bigger.
grows.
It grows.
they call him the Yeti.
I'm just mortified and bewildered, Dave. And I'm just gonna stay like that. I was gonna say daring or dynamic or something, but no, bewildered.
Bewildered is fine.
You're
Yeah,
just
I like that
Dave.
one.
Can you?
I'm just Dave.
You are Dave Nuff.
I am Dave Nuff. It's true.
I can't believe we made it to season 3.
Neither can I.
We're still doing this shit.
This is our 49th episode.
Oh,
I was trying to see, and next episode
you
is
counting
our
the bonuses in there.
a fucking course.
Oof.
Actually, no. According to our spreadsheet, this is 49.
That doesn't count bonus, then.
Yeah, bonus is usually pulled out. No,
Like
I think we're on 49, aren't we?
continue with
Wait
the
a
number.
minute.
Yeah.
wait.
Do you guys not listen to your own show or look at your own show?
Of course I do.
I post the damn episodes.
The regular episodes.
This is episode 49.
Yes.
Regular.
49
regular.
regular.
Yes.
Yes.
That means
We don't count
next
bonus.
that means next episode is big
It's
50.
It's 50.
Holy shit,
I can't
boys.
believe.
Good thing we're
50
recording
damn
that one in
episodes.
advance.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good thing. That's exciting.
Very exciting.
Thank you, everyone, for joining us so far, and welcome back. Welcome to season 3. Welcome to the same old Finger Guns podcast.
It's true.
Big shout out to Finland. Big shout out to Argentina. We hope you're okay.
Always.
I love that.
always.
That's just like a recurring bit now.
And big shout out to John Voight. I hope he's doing well as well.
He's not.
Good. Let him circle that drain. Hope everyone else, all of our super fans, are doing well. They're always my favorite people.
Also, fuck Eileen.
Hey, wait, what?
Easy, Tiger.
Easy.
Easy.
I hate that fucking movie.
Easy.
Oh, the movie. I was
The
like, who's
movie.
Eileen? Why
We
are
don't
you
have
so
any
mad at
Eileens.
her?
I'm so sorry.
We don't know that.
We don't know. We don't know. I'm talking about the movie Eileen,
All right. Not come on, Eileen.
not Come on Eileen.
I was going to make that joke and then I chose not to because I thought it was too easy. I didn't want to hit the low-hanging fruit.
You have to.
What's with the gloves, man?
It's fingerless gloves.
I am fucking cold.
Do you want a blanket?
Tony's a cool New Yorker.
Yeah, no, I am a cold Hamiltonian right
Do you
now.
want a blanket? Do you want me to, like, the heat's on. I can open the vents if you
Do you
need
want-
me to.
No, we're
Do you want a
cool.
hot cup of cocoa?
I would love a hot cup of cocoa.
I'm not your
Dave?
fucking waiter.
You host it.
Garçon.
Garcon Coco.
Garçon means boy.
Fair.
You are a small boy.
A very small boy.
Thanks.
You want to get this going?
Yes,
I want
please.
to talk about some movies and stuff now.
Yes, please.
All right. Let's do it. So it's the return of the Best Man Worst for season 3, our first one of the year.
Yes.
Which actually, it is the first one of the year because we didn't do a Best Man Worst for... We did a lot of countdowns
We
for
did a lot of
our season
countdowns.
finale, but
Yes.
no Best Man Worst.
No, we did
So-
not.
Let's kick this off. Tony B, give me a best.
Okay, so there was two bests that I wanted to talk about, but I'm only going to talk about one. So I'm just going to do a quick shout out to a Korean film called Veteran.
Nice.
That was directed by the same director of a film that me and Dave saw at TIFF called Smugglers.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Veteran was basically a cop movie, still very stylish like Smugglers, but they kind of ditched the style during the first act, which was really weird, but still really well done movie. If you caught Smugglers and at TIFF, you should definitely check this one out.
I don't want to try to pronounce this gentleman's name.
Who dis? Who?
All right.
Who do you know want to pronounce?
Ryu Sung-won.
Okay,
Seon-won. I'm sorry,
that's fine.
sir.
Carry on.
I'm just that's as good as I'm gonna get.
That's pretty spot on.
I thought that was pretty close.
Ryu Sung-won.
Yeah,
Ryu Sung-won.
Yeah.
That movie's on Netflix. You guys should definitely check it out. Really
new?
well done. No, it is from 2015.
Okay.
Neat.
But the film that I do want to talk about is a French Canadian picture.
Ooh.
Picture even.
Picture, yeah. It's called Red Rooms.
Okay.
Or I'm going to butcher this, but I know you're going to correct me because I know you know. It is called La Chambres Rouge.
Les Chambres
La
Rouge.
Chambres Rouge.
Le Chambre
Chambre
Rouge.
Rouge.
Yes. There you go. This won the audience award.
How did you not know lay?
I said lay.
No, you didn't.
Le Chambers.
Oh.
I'm throwing coasters at Dave because it's just pissing me off. This movie won the audience award at Fantasia.
Nice.
And there is a reason for that.
Yeah.
It is a cross between Girl with the Dragon Tattoo and Anatomy of the Fall.
Oh.
This movie...
Have you seen Anatomy yet?
Not yet.
You need to.
I need to.
This movie fucked me up. Bad.
Wow.
I needed to be held because this movie just like runs you over like a dump truck.
Oh no.
The opening scene, I shit you not, is a 20-minute one take of the opening statements of a court case.
Wow.
And the movie, the camera is either on a Steadicam and they're just handing it off, or it's literally on a crane just going from person to person. It was so intense. The music in it just is electrifying. The main actress in the movie, Dave, you're gonna get that for me.
Yes.
She was absolutely incredible. Basically, what the movie was about is about this court case, about this man who is convicted of murdering 3 women. The actress's name is...
Is that her?
Yeah, that's her.
Juliette Garipi. Garipi? How would you pronounce the accent?
Juliette
Garipi. There you go.
Yeah, she is absolutely wonderful in that movie. She's absolutely incredible. I really hope that she gets nominated for Best Actress at the Canadian Screen Awards because she definitely deserves it. Again, the movie is about a court case. A man's convicted of killing 3 young girls and posting the basically the execution on the dark web.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
They have two videos. The defense has 2 video, not the defense, the prosecution has 2 videos. The other one is missing. And movie's got a movie, so that's obviously goes somewhere.
I was gonna say that is that not the crux of the movie? They need to find the last video
because they don't have enough evidence around this person. And
they have 2 videos and that's not enough.
He's wearing a mask.
No.
And they're only getting him it's because of his eyes, or it's because of his hand movements, or his things, right? They need that 3rd video to really bring it home.
Wouldn't he still be wearing the mask?
What's that?
Wouldn't he still be wearing a mask?
Yeah. Dave, movie's got a movie. I'm not gonna get into it.
Movie's got a movie.
But it reminded me a lot of Dragon with the girl with the
dragon tattoo.
Exactly. The movie is just fucked up.
Damn.
Because like you got the groupies who think that he's innocent and they're like in love with him, and the one girl is just going to the case every day, and she models on the side and stuff, and there's a little side plot with that. But then she befriends a girl who is a groupie who literally came here because she believes in his innocence, and it's just very like it's very sick. It's just hearing what this woman, she's like, oh my God, he couldn't have done it. He has kind eyes, like he has warm eyes, like he couldn't have done it. It's like, no, he definitely did it. But anyways, I'm not going to talk more about this movie because I would not do this movie justice. You all need to see it.
Yeah.
It is hands down one of the best Canadian movies I've ever seen. It is
high praise.
It is intense. It is insane. I could not look away.
Damn.
And it marked me for sure.
Damn.
And I can't wait to see this movie again.
Hell yeah.
On a score of 1 to score a hockey musical.
You remember what Godzilla did in Godzilla -1, where he like hucked the boat? Yeah, that's what this movie does to score a hockey musical.
Nice. I was going to say on a scale of 1 to bun cup, bad cup.
Yeah, the same. The same.
Nice. Blows it out of the water.
This movie is absolutely insane. I did not expect it to be as good as it was, but there's a reason why it won the audience award at Fantasia.
Dang.
Definitely check this out when you guys get a chance.
Will do. Man, it's on the list for sure.
I have two best. I don't have a meh this time. But I'll talk about the second best when you guys talk about mess. My best one, well, it's actually the best one was Big Lebowski, but we don't need to talk about the Big Lebowski.
Well,
because anytime that's on TV, you just start watching and you don't.
Dave, did I tell you both that I went to a Ralph's?
Did you?
I went to a Ralph's.
Did you sign a check?
I didn't, but I really should have.
Did you drink the half and half?
I needed to test it first, before I brought the half and half home. Yeah, it's wonderful in there. Yeah. It's a very nice grocery store,
nice.
And they very much still have a Ralph's club member card, and your groceries are slightly cheaper if you have the club member card. And I really should have signed
they're
up.
All about the club member cards, man. Yeah, all about those club member cards. Which one? What do we have? Walgreens?
No, Wegmans.
Wegmans.
Yeah, we
have Wegmans.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anytime Big Lebowski's on, you just keep watching. It was like 1:30 in the morning, and I watched 3/4 of it.
Yeah. Well,
how'd you do at 1 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah.
But the film I want to talk about is a film I've always wanted to see, and it's called Vampire's Kiss. It's from 1989, and it stars the immortal Nicolas Cage.
Oh boy!
In what I actually genuinely feel is his most certifiably insane, mental fucking, this guy should have been locked up in a fucking asylum kind of performance, because this thing is go for broke. Like,
yeah,
I don't like. I would have been genuinely.
So was this late 90s Cage?
No, this is late 80s Cage.
Yeah, 89.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how Nick Cage kept going after this.
Oh no.
Because like this is pinnacle Nick Cage. Like, this movie doesn't make a lick of sense. And it's fucking, the genre, the tone is all over the goddamn place.
Dang.
Basically, he is a piece of shit book. He's not an editor. I guess he's kind of like an editor type thing. Anyways, he's one of the top guys, or he's like the middleman type thing. He's not quite at the top, but he's trying to get there. And he hooks up with this girl, and she's a vampire.
Right. Hence the kiss.
Hence the kiss. And she sucks his blood, and she keeps showing up type thing. And it's not clear if she actually is a vampire or if she's even real or whatever. Well, she's a real person, but
whether she's a real vampire.
Yeah. So it's not clear, but then he thinks he is turning into a vampire.
Right.
And it's just fucking wacky.
It's
just like him going full fucking Nosferatu is fucking wild. And like, he commits to this fucking thing.
Yeah.
He is so committed, and he's so funny, and he's so deranged. And I'm just sitting there, and I was like, this is everything you think of Nick Cage, like all his quirks, all his like little traits, all like the jokes, the memes, like everything.
It's all here.
It's all in this one performance.
Fuck yeah. Cool.
And it's out of this fucking world. And I don't know how this movie exists. It's literally the craziest thing I've ever seen him do.
Dang.
Nice.
And like, you guys know I'm all about Nick Cage.
Yeah.
I think we're all about
We-
Nick Cage.
But
Yeah.
like he is my spirit animal. I will defend him till the end of time. I don't know. Like you have to see it to fucking believe it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it was one of the 5, wasn't it? That he
Yeah,
said
it was
at the
one of the,
thing?
it was one of
Yes.
the 5.
'Cause
That's one of the 5. Yeah.
Whew. Yeah, I don't know how he didn't get like locked up after this movie.
Dang.
Amazing.
Holy shit.
Definitely got to add
All
that.
right.
to
Adding
the
it to
top.
that list. Yeah.
Put it
for
right
sure.
at the top, boys. This movie's 35 years old this year, and it's fucking nuts.
Nice.
Nice.
Love it.
You can go now.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, we'll just keep the Nick Cage train on rolling.
That's what I like. That's the train we need to keep a rolling.
Keep propelling it down the track. I want to talk about Dream Scenario that I finally watched.
Ooh,
Sorry for my delinquency on watching Dream Scenario, but
you're like 6 months late, bro.
I know.
Didn't we see that back in September?
That's why I said
Yes.
he's legitimately 6 months
Feels
late.
like half. Feels
First
like
of all,
half a
it's been
lifetime ago.
5 months. Let's not push it.
It's been a while.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, I didn't get a pass to TIFF.
We paid for that ticket.
Sorry, I didn't buy the ticket.
You should have.
We
Yeah.
should have.
Do you
I was
wanna-
bullied into buying
Yeah.
that ticket.
Yes.
bullied him into buying that
Yeah.
ticket, and we were like the highest you could possibly go in that theater.
Yeah,
The highest.
the back row,
Like
the
back-
nosebleeds.
the back row.
They
Yeah.
didn't allow you in the back row.
Yeah.
It was the back row, then us.
Yeah.
Loved every minute of
You're
it.
sitting
loved
on
every minute.
stools in the back. Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. Worth every penny.
Well, yeah. And I mean, now I see why. It's very good.
Right?
It's very good. My one comment while watching it, though, was Nick Cage gave off Big Dave energy, which
Thanks.
I stand by that comment.
Yeah, that makes me feel great.
I mean, not in a bad way. You have a vibe about you, and it's very like, mid-50s professor.
Creepy guy who shows up in your dreams and just is there.
Is just there. Am I doing anything? No.
Farts when he gets upset.
Yes. It just gets real. Sounds about right. That really drove it home.
That drove it home for
Yeah.
sure.
That sex scene though.
It was something.
That was something. I just imagine that's mostly Dave's dreams. I was just sitting. Dave would be on the couch though, and Nick Cage would come in from the corner of the room and start making out with his neck. Anyway,
That's terrifying.
an absolutely bananas premise of a movie, and only continues to get weirder.
Right?
And is unsettling and weird, and deals a lot with topics of cancel culture and innocence, guilt, perceived innocence, perceived guilt, triggers, I guess. It was crazy to sort of watch that and be probably a really good analogy to talk about all of that in this kind of innocuous way, where it's it's very clear watching it as an audience, he's done nothing wrong. He's just a guy that just ends up getting vilified. And I think it's probably the best approach that you could possibly take on that topic without casting someone in a light or not, of just what is all of this that we're going through.
It's very much a movie of the moment and very fucking bleak satire.
Yeah, truly, and some real fucked up shit.
Oh yeah. Him running. That
was fucking
That was
wild.
fucking terrifying, man.
It's fucking crazy.
I'm just stuff of nightmares.
I'm just remembering everything as it comes along.
Even that
oh,
one
man.
dream before anything goes off the rails, but just that one dream that he's just passing by, and where that guy's getting chased by those fuckers in a field, and
Oh yeah.
he's just grabbing a fruit off a tree or something. I'm just this is so fucked up.
I thought the third act is a very weird pivot,
Yeah.
but also still fit the rest of the movie.
Yeah, because it's so weird already that really you could go as weird as you want,
Yeah.
and it still will work with the tone, because the tone is fucking weird.
Yeah. I really need to watch his first movie. I have it. I still haven't watched it yet. I'm really sick of myself.
Yeah, I really want to see that too.
Yeah, I really want to see it.
Yeah,
So,
on the list. But anyway, couldn't recommend Dream Scenario highly enough. Like, it's very, very good and deserves to be seen. And, you know, before the moment passes us by, watch it while it's relevant.
It's true.
Because I don't know how much rewatch power this movie will have. I think that's what came down to my star rating of about a 4. Because I'm like, I don't know that I'm never going to need to rewatch this. I'll remember it for a long time, and maybe if something's prescient, I might watch it again just for the sake of it. But like,
it's a Nicolas Cage movie. There's always watchability.
I don't know. 7-10 years down the road, I don't know. I don't know if this one might fade into obscurity.
I think it'll still be like a top 10 performance from him.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Speaking of which, I need to watch Pig again.
Yes, I need to watch Pig again.
Top 10 Cage performances.
I need to watch Pig again.
Yeah. Tony.
I'm going to bring back everybody's favorite side segment. Movies that Tony remembers being good.
It's my favorite little segment. What's up?
It's a great segment.
For my meh,
yeah,
I have a little film called Equilibrium.
Oh, good. Goody.
Ooh, Gun Fu.
Yes.
Gun Fu, indeed. Christian Bale.
Do you guys remember
Sean Bean?
Indeed.
Sean Bean?
Does Sean Bean die in that one?
Of course
Sean
he does.
Bean dies
He does
very
die.
graphically in that movie.
Of course he does.
He is shot.
Okay.
He is shot in the face.
I don't remember much of that movie. The last time I watched it, I was driving up to Sault Ste. Marie. I was in the back of my dad's Honda Odyssey, and it was on my portable DVD player. It's been
some time.
It's been a while.
That's what I was going to ask you guys. Do you guys remember Equilibrium?
I think the only thing I remember about it is
what do you remember? What do you remember of that movie?
Some of the Gun Fu.
Some of the Gun Fu. Yeah,
I remember Gun Fu. I remember it's like a 1984-ish state, and they're not allowed to do things. And
they're not
people
allowed
get
to
murdered
feel
something.
Okay,
yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That seems right for a Kurt Wimmer movie.
Something dystopian and like Gun Fu is about the only memories I have.
I would take.
Isn't Taye Diggs in it?
Taye Diggs is the villain.
Oh, Taye Diggs is
how
the
can
villain.
How can this be a meh?
I don't know,
You got
man.
Taye Diggs as a villain? Come on now.
Let me
This
tell
is
you
like-
guys.
Yeah,
1984, V for Vendetta.
sure.
Even though this came before V for Vendetta.
It sure did.
Well, not the graphic novel.
Not the graphic novel. So I'm gonna chalk it up to the graphic novel.
Some references, sure.
Blade Runner.
Mm-hmm.
All these movies have things in common.
Mm-hmm.
All these things are much better than Equilibrium.
What about The Matrix?
Um,
This came out right after The Matrix.
no,
Even the Gun Fu?
no, because there's no like slow, like there's no bullet time. When I think of the
Well,
Matrix,
yeah, that
when I
makes
think of
sense.
when I think of the Matrix, I think bullet time.
Do they still slow anything down?
No,
Okay.
No, because this would have been right after the Matrix, so it would have already been in the can.
No, well, it would have been made in the fucking, like, The Matrix came out and then fucking everything afterwards was just like, oh, we got to do the same thing.
Yeah.
this is going to be a reoccurring thing on this episode, but Kurt Wimmer should not be able to write, should not be allowed to write anything, because the dialogue in this movie is absolute dog shit.
Yeah.
The action in this movie, pretty fucking good. All I remember from this movie is the last 20 minutes. And when I was watching the movie, I came to the realization that I had never seen Equilibrium in its complete
Nice.
in its entirety.
Yeah.
Because there's scenes in it I'm just like, I do not remember this.
Huh.
I'm like, funny. I've been going on and how underrated this movie is.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it is not what I remember at all.
It's not underrated at all.
It's not underrated at all. It's just straight up
It's
bad.
adequately rated.
Don't get me wrong, the Gun Fu and the action and stuff. If
Sure.
you take out all the talking scenes and it's just the action,
So-
the movie's fantastic.
So thematically similar to all of Kurt's movies that he's written. Take out all of the talking.
aside from the Point Break remake, because that can just go right in the fucking bin.
Yeah.
I don't know how do you remake Point Break?
Why do you remake? Why?
It's perfect
Well,
as
because
it is.
David Ayer already remade Point Break in the form of Fast and the
This
Furious.
is true.
True.
This is true.
But
They're throwing it back for the new one,
Yeah,
man.
they are. They're going
They gotta-
back to basics.
They gotta go back to the basics. They're gonna cut the budget. They're gonna start stealing fucking DVD players.
Can't
How
wait.
did they even
Well,
cut-
no, it's 20. It's gonna be like what 2025 when it comes out.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's going to be 4K players.
Is it because they can't afford Gal Gadot anymore?
I assume that they just realized that the movie like was out of control and they need to cut it back.
It was insane.
I just don't know how you go back to basics when like unless half the cast gets blown up in the first opening reel.
Just kill everybody off and start from fresh.
I fucking hope so.
And then it's just Gal Gadot and fucking Charlize Theron and Michelle Rodriguez swearing revenge on Jason Momoa.
I guess. God.
Well, you can't forget.
Do you think they're going to give Gal a line in the next one? Yeah.
At least once.
I'm sure
she won't just pop out of a submarine and go, hello.
I just want to know. I'm just looking forward to how they retcon and explain how she survived.
Fuck.
And where she's been the whole time.
In a submarine.
Well, how did she get on the submarine, James? They were already on the fucking airplane fucking runway of like non-existence, because that runway was
oh my god, the 78,000 mile runway.
It's like the entirety of the United States.
You're gonna find out that Gal Gadot's character was actually part of a clone hitman program.
I was just gonna say Gal Gadot has a twin, and it's a twin.
Oh, excellent.
But this is why Best Man Worst is always so long, because you guys go on idiotic fucking tangents. But just before I wrap up Beekeeper, you guys are talking about this. Have you not heard what's going on with Vin Diesel right now?
Yes.
So like Vin Diesel might not even be back for a freaking.
You don't.
Oh no. What happened to Vin?
They can't. No,
Someone's trying to cancel him.
Oh.
An assistant. He allegedly sexually assaulted one of his assistants.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
no. Oh
yeah.
no. We no likey.
Yeah, me no likey.
Me no likey either.
But yeah.
Anyways, Equilibrium.
Yes.
I had one more thing about the new Fast.
Jesus Christ.
They're going to save money and they're going to get rid of Corona.
Yeah.
It's going to be Busch Light.
Oh, good.
No, man, it's not going to be Busch Light. It's got to be Bud Light. They're American. Bud Light.
Kokanee.
To just bring this back full circle for Equilibrium.
Yeah.
Do they drink Busch Light?
They don't drink anything. I don't even think they eat in that movie.
You can't feel. What's the point of alcohol if you can't feel?
Here's what you do. You fast forward all the way until you see Christian Bale in a white outfit.
Right. Yeah.
And then once you see him in a white outfit, you hit play.
Yeah.
And that you play out the rest.
I'm pretty sure you can probably just find that last segment on YouTube and just watch that.
There is no greater joy than seeing Taye Diggs pull out a samurai sword and then Christian Bale go at him and slice his face off.
Well,
literally
nice.
off.
Yeah, that is nice.
And then seeing
like
the CGI brain.
His face off.
Like off. Face off.
Off.
He goes at him, and then all of a sudden Christian Bale does like this like friggin' 3-point trigger move thing, and then everything stops, and then it's like out of frame, and then you just see like Taye Diggs' body parts just fall to the ground.
Nice.
Why think I do Taye Diggs? Why think I do Taye Diggs?
Because
like that?
Fuck Taye Diggs. Why is he the villain? Why is he the villain in this movie?
He was big. He was big in there.
We are a pro Taye Diggs
podcast.
Fucking podcast.
All right.
You watch your mouth.
Let's just cue up the Best Man Holiday and the Best Man. Yeah, where am I? But yeah, I remember that movie being a lot better. It was not. It's a meh.
Fair.
Christian Bale's really good though.
Well, I mean,
it's Christian Bale.
It's Christian Bale.
Yeah.
So it's like one of those movies in high school, like Boondock Saints, where we just leave it in high school.
Yeah, let's leave it. Let's leave it in high school. Yeah,
I watched Boondock Saints more recently. It's fine.
It's just fine.
It's just fine.
We had that movie on the pedestal for so long.
I mean,
there was a firefight.
I mean, okay, but that's
great.
legendary.
He's great.
Willem is
Billy
incredible.
Billy Connolly.
Billy Connolly is great.
He's delicious in that movie.
Everyone else,
not so good. Not so good.
It's just fine. Although I still can't believe I met that guy.
You did meet David Della Rocca.
Yeah, David Della Rocca is he's a good dude.
He's a mensch.
I hope he's well.
Real mensch.
And with that, Dave, what is your second best?
Is it Boondock Saints?
Absolutely not. It's Boondock Saints 2. All Saints Day.
No.
I'm kidding. Never.
Never Boondock Saints 2.
This one is for superfan Stefan.
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem.
Fuck yeah.
Yay.
I finally watched it,
Very happy.
and I loved every minute of it. It was a wonderful, wonderful picture.
Sure.
Love the animation style. Love the soundtrack. Just like
No diggity.
just chock full of bangers.
Hell yeah.
Just chock full of bangers, and
Hell
just
yeah.
like fucking like Jackie Chan as Splinter.
Yeah.
Inspired casting.
Yeah. Right.
Inspired
Right.
casting. And I love that they're actually teenagers. I love the resolution to the final battle. I love fucking Ice Cube is Superfly. How
Yeah.
amazing is that,
Yeah.
boys?
That's sick. That's
How
sick.
amazing
Yeah, it was
is
sick.
that?
It was
And I
sick.
like how they redo April and they bring in Ireland's own Io Edibri, and she's just so good in that movie, just like she is in everything.
Yeah.
She just won the Emmy, just so good. Yes, she's from Ireland, Tony. I don't know if you knew that, but she is.
You just blew my brains around the back of the wall. I just
Go listen-
I
go
love
listen to
her
an
so
interview.
I love her so much more now
And just
that
be
I
very
know she's
confused.
Irish.
Yeah.
And just like no shredder, and it's a fine like origin thing that they don't redo too much of it, and it's just an all-around great film.
It's a fresh new
fresh.
take on the Ninja Turtles. I absolutely fucking adored this
It's fresh. It's probably the best. It's one of
They're
if
the
not
most
the
teenager
best,
they've
like-
probably ever been.
the best like film version of the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
That's what I would say. Even like it's. I know you have the first one on the pedestal with Sam Rockwell, but man, it's
First one, nothing holds up.
it's fucking
holds to
and
that.
like the fucking ninja rap plays, guys.
Yeah.
The fucking ninja rap plays,
Sure
and I was
does.
like, yes, this movie understands me. And just I really like the style. It's not quite Spider-Man style, but it's really well done, and I like that it's not just fucking CGI bullshit.
Yeah.
I like that they're trying something different, and like props to Seth Rogen. You're doing well, buddy.
The use of the original and the YouTube version of "Hey, what's going on?"
Right?
Chef's kiss
Right.
inspired.
Just banger.
That was a great chase sequence, only because that was the soundtrack to it, and I was loving every minute of it.
Fuck, I want to see this movie again.
Fucking banger. I wish I saw it in the theater. Fuck.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
Senor Jim.
Oh, it's my turn.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to.
You're on meh.
I know that I'm on meh, but I'm not. I don't think it's going to end up being a meh. I'm going to do something a little bit weird with my segment, but first I want to talk about The Social Network.
Ooh.
I
was gonna say if that's a meh, what the fuck is wrong with you?
It's not by any stretch of the imagination, is it? Only because I was trying to figure out sort of a second movie to talk about, and I realized I'd rewatched that recently, and I hadn't talked about it. It's fucking still very good.
It's incredible.
For a completely, mostly loosely based story. It's just excellent casting, and like Jesse Eisenberg is incredible. Andrew Garfield is my favorite. Him as Eduardo Saverin is like one of my favorite roles that he's ever done.
Can we just talk about how white boy Andrew Garfield is playing a gentleman named Eduardo Saverin?
Yeah. Who's in the Jewish fraternity? I'm not even sure.
Sorry, not even white. Stiff British
Yeah.
gentleman, English
Yeah.
gentleman,
Yeah.
Andrew
It's
Garfield.
Eduardo
Saverin.
But also like all the random players around that. Obviously
JT,
JT showing up as Sean Parker is incredible.
he's so good.
He's so good. He's such a shit weasel.
Timberlake's the Napster guy?
yeah.
That's fucking brilliant.
And his
He's-
introduction, he's banging like a college
Yeah.
like a college chick, and it's Dakota
It's
Johnson.
Dakota Johnson, yeah.
What?
No, dude. The side cast.
What is
it's
this
Dakota
movie?
Johnson.
The side cast of this movie is nothing short of incredible.
Rooney Mara is in this
Rooney
too,
Mara
right?
starts it off, yeah.
She starts the movie off, and the movie just fucking goes from there. It
Yes.
starts at like a 20, and it stays there,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. You have Armie Hammer doing the Winklevi.
Love that.
Love that.
You have Rashida Jones is in there.
Yeah,
Rashida Jones?
she's one of the law clerks.
I need
Yeah.
to see this movie again.
It's
Joe Mazzello is one of the guys who
Joe
helps-
Mazzello
helps-
is Justin Moskowitz. Yeah.
he helps create Facebook.
Yeah.
Amazing.
It's loaded. It's wall to wall loaded. Max Minghella
Max Minghella.
as Divya.
Yeah.
And Josh Pence is in there too as the other Gold Boss. Oh, he's the body double for
He's
the
the
other
body
Gold
double.
Boss.
Yeah.
That's it.
That poor guy.
Yeah.
He's just the body double.
But just like,
Rough.
dude, the cast is nuts. The side pieces, like every single person that is playing a supporting role in that is playing it perfectly. And like it just flows. And like the dialogue is, well, I mean, it's Sorkin. Yeah.
It's Sorkin.
Yeah.
Sorkin,
so the
yeah.
dialogue is
Oscar
fire.
winning Sorkin.
Lots of walking and talking.
Yeah. Well, not so much.
I love the soundtrack.
Trent
I love
Reznor and Atticus Ross, like the soundtrack, like the needle drop stuff, because there is some stuff that is not part of the original soundtrack. There is some like actual songs in there, including whatever the fuck the scratch thing is over the thing of Niagara Falls at the Jewish fraternity, Caribbean party. It's just nuts. And one of my favorite things and one of the most throwaway lines of Jesse Eisenberg being, "I need to get out of here. It's a loop of Niagara Falls, and I can't keep looking at it." That's the first track on that movie after Rooney Mara's character breaks up with Mark Zuckerberg's character, and he's like running back home through the cold. That first like doom, doom, doom is one of the best pieces of music I think that's ever been written. It's so simple and so good, and just like this atmospheric build that just, God, that soundtrack is good.
And they redo Flight of the Bumblebee. It's amazing.
They do.
It's so
they
good.
do with the
rowing
race, with
the row crew,
race, the row crew, yeah, with row crew. Honestly, like I think that was probably Reznor and Ross's maybe one of the first soundtracks.
It's one of their first
did.
major ones, yeah.
And woof, like crushed it, crushed it, cemented themselves as like big players in the score space.
I just remember the editing in that movie is just fucking like. It's a thing of beauty.
It's
that
great.
thing is a masterpiece.
It really is.
And it's just about the creation of fucking Facebook.
It's it. And it's like so riveting. It has no right to be as good as it is considering its subject matter, but it's so good.
Fucking
so
Fincher lost a King's Speech.
Yeah. How a fucking travesty.
Goddamn travesty.
Oh my God.
I had to go through the fucking Oscars rewatch, Best Pictures rewatch, and I had to watch fucking King's Speech instead of that.
I do like the King's Speech. I'm fine with it winning picture, but him losing director to Tom Hooper, no. The guy who went on, you know what? Because he won there, he had the cachet to make fucking Cats.
Yeah, and we still never got the butthole cut.
And we still never got the butthole cut.
I've never seen Cats.
Oh, Tony.
Oh, okay. We have to do what's the fucking what's the movie that you have to make a drinking game for?
Finest Kind.
We gotta do Finest Kind followed by Cats.
Oh God.
And just have the most bananas night.
Oh,
if I'm watching Cats, I'm dropping mushrooms before. Like, there's no way.
You need to. No word of a lie. Alyssa was pregnant with Quentin, and she has told me that he was literally like clawing and kicking at her when we saw that movie in theaters.
Yeah, I saw it stone cold sober in theaters, and I regret nothing.
We saw it at a preview, and fucking the crowd there. Oh my God, they were all just. Nobody knew what they were in for.
Yeah,
amazing.
No one can prepare you for what that movie is.
Love it.
Even if you watched movies where it's like, or things where it's like telling you how bad it is, it's still not going to prepare you for how actually terrible it is.
I love that.
Do you want my Blu-ray? Because I need to buy it on 4K.
No.
On 4K.
No.
Maybe the butthole. Maybe you'll see the buttholes.
Yeah, where's the Happy Hand Job edition of Cats?
Yeah, I know, right? Like, we need Happy Hand.
I am a Jellicle cat. I need my 4K.
All right, Dave. All right.
Are you not a Jellicle cat?
Never. Tony, give me a worst.
I'm just going to bring back everyone's favorite side segment of movies Tony remembers being good.
Oh, no, another one?
Going back.
Tony's had a
back
bad
to the
few
well.
weeks.
It's not that I've had a bad few weeks. I've just seen some movies that are worth talking about.
Oh.
And for this one, I wish time travel was a thing,
Right.
because I would go back in time and beat the shit out of past Tony because he just made some dumbass decisions with his life.
Well, this we knew.
Is it the big hit? Tell me it's the big hit.
It is not the big hit. It is a film.
Is it a film?
About a story from a internet blogger, I would say.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm talking about a man who would definitely be canceled now if he was doing the shit that he was doing back then.
Does he even exist still?
I don't even think he exists, and there's probably a reason for that. I'm talking about a man called Tucker Max, and it is a film called I Hope They Serve Beer in Hell.
Oh, no.
This movie.
Does it even qualify as a movie?
Is it a movie?
No, it doesn't.
It is a movie.
It doesn't, man.
Sure? It's an actual movie?
Past Tony saw this at Walmart one day on DVD and said, you know what I need in my collection? I need this fucking movie.
Do you?
Yeah.
I'm looking up Tucker Max at this point. I need to know if he's alive.
This movie is an absolute travesty. I had an ex-girlfriend who absolutely adored this man, and I'm saying past Tony and referring to red flag on the play for sure.
No.
Yeah. Oh no is right. I'm referring to past Tony in the third person because he worshipped this guy too, to the point where he was drinking Red Bull and vodka sodas at the club because Tucker Max said that drinking that would be better because you wouldn't get a hangover the next day. So he wanted to be as cool as Tucker Max. And
we use the term cool very loosely.
Very loosely. Again, boys, I'm telling you, I want to go back into a time machine and really kick the shit out of this guy. Not Tucker Max, past Tony.
You should probably kick the shit out of Tucker Max.
That too, because he is a menace to society. And speaking of menaces to society, Jesse Bradford is in this movie, and his character is even more of a fucking menace because anything out of that man's mouth just makes me want to claw into that TV and wring his fucking neck.
Who played Tucker Max in the movie?
James, are you on the letterbox or no?
No, I'm on the Wikipedia page for Tucker Max. God. I am having a treat.
You're having a treat.
So let me tell you a few fun facts about Tucker Max.
Oh Jesus.
He's 48 years old.
Oh, damn.
He's still alive.
Oh.
He lives in Atlanta, Georgia.
Oh, okay. Who's this guy? I recognize that guy.
He has 4 children.
Oh, good for him.
That makes sense.
He lives in Austin, Texas now.
Oh, okay.
With his wife Veronica and 4 children.
Okay. Oh, he has a wife.
He does have a wife.
Good for him.
He went through a lot of controversies. He's done nothing of note really since the first thing he ever wrote in his bibliography is the definitive book of pickup lines. That was in 2001. So already off to a great start. I Hope They Serve Beer in Hell. Obviously that was 2006. Assholes Finish First. That was 2010.
Yep.
So really, really inspiring Tony. Hilarity Ensues, which I don't know. Is my entire life sponsored by this man's book titles? He wrote, actually, his most recent written work is in 2017. He wrote The Last Black Unicorn. He was the ghostwriter for Tiffany Haddish's book.
Okay, that's funny.
I couldn't.
Okay, that's funny.
That's funny.
Tiffany Haddish got Tucker Max to write her fucking memoir.
Okay, that's funny. That is very funny.
He has one filmography credit. I Hope They Serve Beer in Hell. He's a producer on it. That is it. That is the one and done.
Yeah, he was.
There you go.
So it's a bad movie, or it's just he's just a despicable character, so you don't like the movie? Like, what's the deal?
It's just a horrendous movie. Like, I chuckled at a couple bits. Like the film opens with like the cops getting a domestic disturbance call, and Tucker Max is having sex with a deaf woman, and she's screaming, and the neighbors call and said that it sounded like someone was being killed.
Well,
and he gets I think he gets like tased or something. But he's having sex with a girl and the cops bust in, and it's a whole thing. That part's funny. But like the whole other movie, like just the dialogue, and because it's straight out of his book, like this some of the stories were taken out of I Hope They Serve Beer in Hell. And it's just
imagine that.
Right. There's one good line in it, and he's looking in the mirror and he delivers the I hope they serve beer in hell. And I got a little nostalgic because like I really loved that moment in when I was 20, I think. Yeah, I really loved it. So it brought back some nostalgic feeling. I'm just like, you know what? Like that's a good moment. The rest of the movie, I wish I don't own this movie. I wish I didn't.
It's time to chuck it in the bin, Holmes.
It's time. It's time to get rid of it.
Can I borrow it first?
Yeah, you can borrow it. You can watch it.
Dave, it's a real who of a cast.
Yeah, seriously.
Man, I gotta get my Jesse Bradford numbers up.
Fuck, he's so despicable.
Tracy Lords too.
Ooh, okay, see, I'm in.
And also Tucker Max is apparently in the movie.
That makes sense.
As who?
He was apparently the best man.
Okay, so he's literally just standing there.
He's just standing there.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Jesse Bradford's character is just really butthurt over women because he came home to find that his girlfriend was sucking off a rapper, and you like see it kind of thing. So he's a little emotionally distraught. But then after that, he like swears off women and he says these most despicable things about women because he's really angry.
Oh, so it's the birth of incels.
Yeah.
Nice.
You know what?
But he had a girlfriend.
Had swears him off.
Yeah. Swears him off after that. But yeah.
Just the way you're talking about it, like, is Bradford bad in the movie? Or is just the dialogue is bad?
No, he's bad. Like the whole movie's bad. The dialogue is awful. The acting is fucking bad. The guy who plays Tucker Max, you just want to like beat him senseless, like to the point where like you remember Sin City?
Yeah.
And when I'm going to talk about spoilers in Sin City, if you haven't seen it, it's really your fault at this point. When Bruce Willis is like pounding Nick Stahl's head into the ground.
Yeah.
That's what I want to do to the guy who's playing Tucker Max.
That's fair.
That's okay.
I mean, well,
okay.
Wait, hang on. I'm curious about one thing here.
And if you're curious why I watched this movie, I was just downstairs in my basement playing Switch with my wife, as I do. And I looked over at my shelf and I saw I Hope They Serve Beer in Hell. I'm like, you know what, man? It's been a long time since I've seen this movie. I remember really liking it. I'm in the mood for a shitty comedy. Let's watch it. And buddy, I regretted every minute of it.
Yeah. That guy that played Tucker Max has not done anything basically since. So that's cool.
Yeah.
Good for him.
I went on a really long rampage about that movie.
That's fair.
I needed to get this off my chest.
That's fair.
I regret my decisions.
Fair. You should.
Yes.
As you should.
Dave.
Well, my worst is a film that finally hit VOD today, or PVOD today. And I've been wanting to watch it for quite some time. It's Nia DaCosta's The Marvels.
Oh, that's right. That was today.
That was today. Yes. It's not good, boys. It is not good.
Yeah. Well, okay, but so I heard it was a train wreck.
It is not a train wreck.
Okay.
It's not as bad as you have been led to believe, but it is not good. It's not good. It is, well, it hinges on your understanding and your memory of Captain Marvel and Avengers Infinity War and Endgame, which is fine.
Okay, that's those. I've seen all of those. That's
but it
fine.
also hinges on your knowledge of WandaVision,
right?
Hawkeye,
yeah,
Secret Invasion,
right,
and Miss Marvel.
Yeah, right.
And like characters,
yeah,
and characters from Miss Marvel are like main characters in this. But it hinges on you having seen Miss Marvel.
Yeah. To the point of like, if you haven't seen them, you will be like, the fuck is going on?
Well, it's like her family.
Oh, okay.
But so it's easy enough to know who they are. But like,
so there's actually consequences that come from Secret Invasion.
Do you remember how Secret Invasion ends?
Yes.
That he goes to space?
Yes.
With his wife? No, they're married.
Okay.
That's it. Just like He's in
That's it.
space.
He's in space. But he was in space
Cool.
like he was already in space.
I don't know. I don't know. They bring in the fucking the Kree. Is it the Kree? No. Who are the
Skrulls?
The Skrulls.
Skrulls.
The Skrulls show up again.
Okay, that makes sense.
Naturally.
And it's just they jump right into it. Like the whole like that they change when something happens. They don't really explain it until halfway through the movie. Like 40 minutes into the movie, they explain why this is happening. And as well as this whole jump point thing, which the whole movie hinges on. And you're just like, why? I've never seen this in a Marvel film before. Why do we not know what the fuck this is? They explain it about 40 minutes into the movie. The movie's only an hour and like 35 minutes without credits.
Jesus.
So it's halfway into the movie that they start explaining things. The first act is just whiplash of fucking things happening.
Things are just happening.
And like, I'm okay with the length of the movie. It's just like some of the bullshit they could have cut out and replaced it with why some of this is happening.
Right.
Or like how characters got from point A to point B. Doesn't make any sense. And there's just, they introduce ideas and they just get rid of them. It just feels very much like a cobbled together movie of ideas and characters, and the stuff they removed to make it shorter, they probably should have kept it.
Got it.
But it was really, it really chapped my ass how many TV shows you had to sit through in order to understand what the fuck is happening.
Yeah.
Because like Miss Marvel gets her powers and shit in Miss Marvel. So you have to sit through 6 episodes of that. You have to sit through 9 episodes of WandaVision to find out how the other girl gets her powers.
Yeah.
And it's just
Monica Rambeau. Yeah.
Or Captain Rambeau.
Rambeau.
Lieutenant Trouble as
Lieutenant
as Captain Marvel.
Marquis de la Saint whatever the fuck Rambeau.
It just like the emotional attachments, you don't have them.
Right.
And there's emotional beats in this that just cool.
And like that, honestly, I think that's probably my biggest worry of it too, is I kind of figured, or at least by the way that Marvel has been heading, is like it's been so intertwined with its TV or its series content, let's call it, that I've kind of just checked out. Like I don't even care.
It's definitely a check. Like if you watch it, you're like, okay, now I know why I checked out. I'm officially checked out.
Yeah. I've kind of just like, I don't care enough to keep up with 78 different storylines that I need to watch on different platforms at different times, on different episode lengths and series and lengths, and like it's too much.
And the shit they tease and set up at the end, James, it's only going to piss you off more.
No.
It's only going to piss you off more. And like the CGI there's too much of it, way too much of it. It doesn't look as bad as I thought it would. In the first fight scene where they keep changing and they don't understand why, it's actually kind of fun to watch.
Yeah.
And like, I looked at reviews afterwards and they kept mentioning the word fun, or that it's a silly movie type thing. It's just like cool, but it's also really badly done. And I don't blame it on Nia DaCosta because it's not her fault. And just, we were talking about Cats earlier. Yeah. Tony doesn't know this, but there's a song in Cats called Memory.
Indeed.
And there is an entire scene in this film involving the song Memory. And it is one of the worst things, worst and most ridiculous and most stupidest things I have ever seen in a Marvel movie. And we're talking about like Marvel movies are science fiction. They're cartoony. They're supposed to be happy-go-lucky fun. So it fits into that idea. But it is, James, I had to like stop the movie because I was like, I can't believe what I'm watching.
Damn.
It's so fucking bad.
Damn.
I'm like, this must be the reason people hate this movie. Because this scene happens and you're just like, you learned all the wrong fucking lessons from everything.
Yeah.
And you just fucking, I don't know why you did this.
Damn.
I want to explain it to you guys, but it's another one of those, you have to see it to believe it.
Right.
To just the sheer badness of this scene.
Great.
And it's supposed to be goofy, but it's awful.
Great.
It is so bad.
Cool.
All of that to say, the young woman who plays Miss Marvel, Iman Vellani,
Yeah.
she's Canadian.
Yeah.
I've seen her at some screenings, which is wild. She's so good in this movie.
Oh, good.
She's
That's
so
awesome.
great. Like her enthusiasm, like everybody else is sleepwalking through this fucking thing, but her enthusiasm, like she's so good because she's supposed to be like a teenager,
Yes,
and she's
yeah.
supposed to be like a fangirl type thing,
Yeah.
and she's supposed to be like the audience, like conduit, like who's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh my
yeah.
god, I'm fighting with superheroes type thing. Like she's just so good. Like she
Fun.
screams a little too much, which I think they could have cut back on, but she's very good. And I hope to Jesus, whatever they reboot or revise or whatever the fuck they're doing to kind of like
Sure.
to kind of reset the status quo, because they realize that they can't just do what they want anymore and hope and just be like, oh, the audience is still gonna be there,
Because it's not.
because it's not anymore. Whatever they're doing, I hope she's still a part of it.
Nice.
You want my worst?
I do.
So
I
I'm
hope,
gonna,
I hope it's worse than Captain Marvel, please, or Marvels. Please tell me it is.
It might be. It probably is. But I'm going to lead into it in a weird way. So on the weekend, I watched Return of the Jedi.
Good movie.
Pretty good movie.
Which version?
The original silver screen.
Okay, so not with Jedi Rock.
Correct. Not with Jedi Rock. Okay, so first of all, let me tell you, I had to sit up for this one. First of all, let me tell you, no Jedi Rock. Also,
I love Jedi Rock.
no Ewok song. No Yub Nub.
Oh, I love Yub Nub.
But
There's still something though at the end,
There
right?
is.
Like they still have like some sort of celebration scene.
yeah, it's just not that song.
Anakin's not in this. Like,
Well, he's
Cor-
there. It's
Hayden
not
Christensen.
Hayden.
It's not
Okay, it's
Hayden
not.
Christensen.
Okay.
No.
Is
Because
that
that's fucking
is that
that's
just
fucking
Hayden
weird when I
Christensen?
see
biggest
that.
fucking change that they could have
Yeah.
made. Like George Lucas can do sort of whatever he'd like to do with his films and whatever else, but that was the dumbest fucking decision.
Yeah, that one is dumb.
That one's dumb.
That one's a dumb one.
The Jedi Rock. So there is a song there. It is not
Yeah.
Jedi Rock, but there's a song, and it's not a CGI thing singing. It's the actual puppet, and it is the weirdest fucking puppet I've ever seen in my life. I was just like, I had to stop. I was just like, what the fuck is that? It's insane. I understand why he wanted to replace it with CGI. I still don't understand Jedi Rock. A girl just died, and we're playing Jedi Rock, and this guy's singing, and he's got his fucking uvula fucking swinging back and
No,
forth.
they do Jedi Rock before she dies,
Was it before? I thought it was right after.
or it's like during.
Oh, during.
Like she's
Yeah.
dancing to Jedi Rock, and
That's
they
it.
drop
And then
her.
they drop her in.
And like
Yeah. And then they keep going.
The singer's like, whoa.
Oh, yes.
She
That's
says
right.
something really stupid. But
So-
Max Rebo's there, isn't he?
Max Rebo is there, yes.
Love
Max
Max
Rebo and the
Rebo.
Max Rebo band is still there.
Love Max Rebo.
Max Rebo's great. They don't CGI Max Rebo. He's great. Yeah, but the puppet for the girl singer with the lips is the most fucked up thing I've ever seen. It is the thing of nightmares. Like, I'm not saying the CGI one isn't nightmarish, but no, I can't describe enough to you guys how fucking weird.
I don't remember any of this happening in Return of the Jedi.
You want me to pop it in, buddy?
No,
I
I
mean-
don't.
How do you not
I just,
remember Jedi
I just
Rock?
I do not remember any of this shit. This is
Okay,
all. This
yeah.
is all Greek to
Okay,
me
we're,
right now.
we're watching
You
Jedi
need
Rock
to.
after this.
We are not.
Yeah, we need to put on not Jedi Rock. We got to put on the original version so you can understand the horrifying nightmare that I
Oh,
watched.
I guess I
God.
can hook up my VCR.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, that is not what I want to talk about. I did watch that and I enjoyed it, I think, a little bit more than I thought I was going to. I've never really loved Return of the Jedi, but I like it.
Fucking Ewoks, man.
Ewoks.
I liked it more this time. All right, I've grown into it. I haven't watched Return of the
Sailbarge
Jedi in a
assault.
long time.
The Fett.
The Fett dying like a chump or not dying now because that's been retconned. Whatever the fuck.
The Rancor.
The Rancor is great.
That
objectively
scene
great.
is still
Also,
amazing.
can we also talk about the choice of including the Rancor's sad father who comes in to mourn the death of his Rancor?
He's so upset.
He's so sad. Like, it has no need. He could have not included this man, but he did. This chubby man who just is so sad that his Rancor died.
Wouldn't you be sad? It's the Rancor.
I know. I'm just saying it's a weird choice to include.
Rough.
Humanize the Rancor. I was very upset.
And I know we're not supposed to like talk about it or idolize it anymore, but the gold bikini, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
And Jabba's a fucking creep.
Well, yeah, he always was.
No, you want to know who's a creep? It's fucking Jedi side piece thing, like whatever the fuck that little mutant monkey thing is. That thing's a fucking freak of nature.
That was actually pretty good.
Yeah,
that was pretty good.
9.5, James.
Thank you.
That thing's a creeper.
Really working on it.
Okay, there's Jabba and then that fucking thing.
And Nyanum's in it.
Yeah,
I love Nyanum.
Although that scene still when they also the choice that Leia makes to keep her helmet on after she's defrosted Han and Han's like freaking out like for this big reveal that it's her. I'm like, you should have just taken your helmet off. He can't see you anyway. He's blind, but also like the curtains coming back and Jabba and all
Jabba's
there and just like like.
Why were they just hanging out waiting?
It's the greatest. Like
it's a drop.
I like that they had one guy covering like 3PO's mouth as well because they knew he was gonna fucking like make some stupid fucking sound of just like, oh, why am I here? Like, fuck off, Anthony Daniels.
I love 3PO.
3PO. If Jar Jar Binks didn't become a senator. Jar Jar Binks and 3PO occupy the same space within the Star Wars universe.
3PO is a goddamn
best
champ.
alone. He's been through enough. Him and Jake Lloyd have been through enough.
No, it's like the fucking Jake Lloyd thing.
Here it is.
Shut up, Tony.
Can't fucking say anything about Jake Lloyd.
Leave Jake Lloyd alone. He's been through enough.
This is not what I wanted to talk about. We finished watching Return of the Jedi. It was still Return of the Jedi. It was great. And then when we were looking at some of the things that I have, and I have, because it's the only way you can get it, a copy of the Star Wars Holiday Special.
Ooh.
And my girlfriend went, what the fuck is that? And I went, oh, well, let me just pop this on for you, and we'll just watch some of this.
Was it the version with the commercials or without?
So it's not commercials with the bumpers.
Okay.
So just like what's leading in.
Okay.
What the fuck?
I haven't seen the whole thing. I need to.
What the
Life
fuck?
Day, man. Life Day. Is it Life Day or Light Day?
Life Day.
Life Day.
Life Day.
They have merch at Disney for Life Day.
What?
Yeah,
that's wild.
They
first
have
of all,
fucking Life Day merch at Disney World.
That's fucked up.
I was watching it and going, oh, there's some things that this ended up making canon because of when it came out, like the design for homes in Kashyyyk. I was like, or like the things in the trees, basically. Like that was, Kashyyyk, I guess it's canon now on Kashyyyk that they live up in trees thanks to the holiday special, because we never fucking knew that before the holiday special came out.
Okay.
And Boba Fett.
That was fucking amazing.
The cartoon is I've seen the cartoon. The
Incredibly
cartoon is awesome.
Good. It was a Canadian company. Yeah, it was a Canadian company that did it. Actually, did either of you get to watch the Star Wars holiday special documentary thing?
Yeah, we watched it at Fantasia.
Yeah,
We watched it in Fantasia,
yeah.
I think we talked about it.
Yes, I think we did. It covered all the good highlights, but watching
B.
it
Arthur?
just raw, yes, whatever the fuck, and like fucking Chewbacca's son Bumpy, watching fucking some holographic fucking circus act was insane. It was a fever dream. You want to know something that you want to watch on mushrooms? It's this.
Yeah.
This is what you want to watch on mushrooms. You will lose your the first 15
Challenge
minutes.
Accepted.
The first 15 minutes, there's no dialogue.
Okay.
It just is it's Wookiee noises for 15 minutes.
Right on. Is there subtitles for
no
those
subtitles,
noises?
right?
There's no subtitles.
Oh, so we don't know.
No,
we're just
it's
interpreting.
just Wookiee noises.
It's just interpretive dance with Wookiees.
If there was subtitles, it would just be a square bracket that says Wookiee noises for 15 minutes.
I love it.
It's you get to watch the Wookiee family sitcom. Like, but I'm sure there's jokes, and I'm sure someone should laugh, but I don't know what the fuck they're saying.
So it's like the Bernstein Bears with Wookiees.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
I need to find the shirt that Quentin had that says "I speak Wookiee," so Eloise can wear it.
That's amazing. I mean, it's a fever dream. It's weird. It makes no sense. I can understand why they distanced themselves from this so much, because it just became a variety hour show, but like none of it makes any sense. It's just a fucking mess of things that were just kind of jumbled together. They're all
in it, aren't they?
They sure are.
Oh, fuck.
They sure are. Chewie and Han open up on it, and everything's in 4x3 because it was shot for TV. On the jankiest, low budget Millennium Falcon cockpit I think has ever been put to tape, I guess.
I love this.
And because it's in 4x3, like they're like super squished within the 4x3 frame.
Oh, no.
It's not like widescreen squish. No, because they just shot it in 4x3, they just squished everything in the cockpit down to a 4x3 and put them like right in the center. And everything just seems like a low budget student film the entire time that you're watching it. It's insane. I can't believe that it exists, but I'm so happy that it does for unexplained reasons. But there's no denying it's not so bad that it's good. It's just so bad it's bewildering.
Right on.
Yeah, that's it. I can't. If you have never seen the holiday special, there is no way to see it other than to find it somewhere online, because that's the only way that it exists. It has been preserved online.
I'm
thankfully.
sure there's bootlegs at like Korean markets.
You might be able to find it if you want to actually fork over some cash, but like it's very easy to find online and just watch.
Don't they have it on Disney Plus?
No, absolutely
George
not.
Lucas doesn't talk about its existence.
Okay. We watched a whole documentary about this movie.
Yeah. All right. Calm down, everybody.
So you can find it, you can watch it, and I implore you to, because if you haven't seen it, you owe it to yourself to just experience the nonsense.
I've never seen the whole thing. I really want to.
You should.
I really want to.
Anyway, let's continue this train of moving on.
That was a hell of a short segment, James.
Yeah, shit. I tried to really keep it short.
I fucking told you guys. I told you.
Miserably.
No one listens to me.
All right.
Of course we don't.
Tony, you got a Shutter minute?
Time to get fucking weird, boys.
Let's do it nice and quick. Go.
Evil lurking deep inside, its darkness knows no limit. So listen closely if you dare. This is the Shudder Minute.
And scene.
All right, for our inaugural
season 3
Shudder Minute, I have a film called Destroy All Neighbors.
Spooky. There it is.
You guys a fan of Pog Rock?
James, do you like Pog Rock?
Maybe.
I got a film for you guys. Real quick, a struggling Pog Rock musician finds himself in a living nightmare when he accidentally kills his neighbor from hell. Guess who the neighbor is? It is a gentleman by the name of Alex Winter.
Oh, I love Alex Winter.
In the most ridiculous makeup I've ever seen.
Oh, even better.
He plays a Russian man named Vlad.
Oh.
You can't trust that. You definitely can't trust that.
You definitely can't trust that. But I also wanted to tell you guys, this movie is a cross between Sam Raimi and Stuart Gordon. It is everything that is amazing of Evil Dead and Reanimator all in one.
Is it goopy?
It is so fucking goopy, David. There is so many body parts flying. There's like a fucking intestine that just suddenly starts moving and strangles somebody. And
as it does, yeah.
Basically, like a person is tied up with intestines.
Yeah,
and it is Alex Winter's intestines.
That's fucking viable.
All of this is checking right out, buddy.
You guys need to see this movie. This movie is an absolute fucking banger. I will say that. That's really all I'm going to say about it. It's an absolute banger, and you guys need to watch it. And if you're a fan of Pog Rock, then like this movie's definitely for you.
So we're gonna have one to destroy all neighbors.
No, we're not gonna do that because we're not gonna do a repeat. There's nothing that can come close to freaking Nocebo except when evil lurks. Obviously,
I'm just happy that You started off with a banger.
Yeah,
It was.
I love that.
I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked.
At first, when you were describing it, it was like, I don't know, where is this going? But
It is.
Dang.
It is so fucking stupid. It is so stupid, but it is so good. I loved every minute of it. Like I said, cross between Evil Dead and Reanimator in the best possible way. Definitely seek this one out.
all right, I like that.
And that is Destroy All Neighbors
On the Shutter Minute.
on the Shutter Minute.
Hell yeah.
Spooky.
Boys, let's get into this main segment.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Is it a spooky segment? I just finished off with spooky, so I forgot. No, I forgot. You were the one who's going to start us off.
Yeah.
Tell us, James. Tell us
B.
the main header to be or not to be, James.
Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
Tell us about the buzz. What's the buzz on this movie?
Is it
Honey, I hate this movie.
I was just gonna say, is it sweet like sweet honey?
It is not.
I think we're gonna
It's-
disagree on that, buddy.
It's The Beekeeper.
David Ayers, the Beekeeper.
David Ayers, The Beekeeper, starring the one and only Jason Statham,
Written
as
by
the titular beekeeper.
As written by
Everyone's favorite screenwriter.
Yes.
Kurt Wimmer.
Kurt
Kurt
Wimmer.
Wimmer.
And the fucking villain is Josh Hutcherson.
It sure is.
A very Gen Z Josh
Fucking
Hutcherson.
weenie Josh Hutcherson.
A fucking wiener. He's having a banger year between
He is.
Yeah.
between this and fucking
Five Nights at Freddy's.
Five Nights
Freddy
at
got
Freddy's.
fingered. Yeah,
Five
that's
Nights
it,
at
yeah.
Freddy's.
Five Nights at Freddy got
He's-
fingered. Yeah,
He's less of a weenie in that movie than he is here.
true. He's more of a sad boy in that movie. He's just struggling. In this one, he's just a giant weenie.
Yeah.
And what the fuck, man?
Can you tell us what the film? Can you tell us the pitch? What is the film about?
Elevator pitches, James.
There's a guy
Okay.
who keeps to himself and keeps bees.
Does he have a certain set of skills?
We're getting there. That's the
Okay.
elevator pitch. There's
Okay.
a guy.
Sorry.
He keeps bees.
Okay.
Someone close to him
Okay.
dies,
Okay.
and he swears revenge for the person that died.
All right.
He has a very particular set of skills. Ones that involve keeping bees legitimately and destroying human beings.
Don't
Fair.
forget about destroying bees. He did smoke out those bees at the beginning.
He didn't hurt them though, Tony. He
He did kill those wasps. There were wasps.
yeah. Well, he cleared the wasps.
Yeah, there were wasps. He broke
Well,
the
he's-
fluorescent tube
In
and
the
stuck
most
it in
violent
there.
way possible. Jesus.
The most violent way you could kill wasps. He just went with it, which sure. I
I'm
mean,
killing all wasps
You know what?
like
I'm
that
surprised
now.
he didn't string them all up and just individually slit each wasp's throat. Because
Is
why
that
the
how-
fucking
I
not?
want to see you do that, Tony.
Well, I just got to wear white.
I want to see. I will
you need to
pay.
do more
I
than
will.
that.
I will pay.
Did you know that I read an article that David Ayers actually got stung multiple times filming that scene?
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
I will
And
pay.
Because they're
Jason's-
bees.
Jason Statham didn't get at all because, and he
He's the
learned this.
beekeeper.
David Ayers was wearing black socks, and he got attacked violently because bees don't like black.
Well, yeah, and something bees can't properly see white. But anyway, bees don't see color.
CGI.
No, those are real.
No,
those are real in that
Those are real
scene.
bees. They went method for this one. Those bees were paid actors.
Jason Statham actually learned the
union
art
actors,
of beekeeping.
There were some CGI bees though, right?
Absolutely, there were.
Like
they
when they
don't
blow
move.
up
Yeah,
the bee,
yeah,
like
they
the
don't- yeah,
beehives, like
let's
they
not-
must have
no.
been CGI.
Yeah, they absolutely didn't shoot live bees with a shotgun. PETA would have had a fucking field day.
Not even PETA. We're not supposed to kill the bees.
Exactly. PETA would have had a fucking American Humane could not have put their stamp of approval on the movie. You killed a bunch of bees? The worst. And also that just goes against the whole antithesis of being a beekeeper. What is this?
True.
Anyway.
This is true.
Yeah, that's, I guess, the elevator pitch.
Actually, wouldn't that be the antithesis? Antithesis is not
Oh, the whole thesis of the
the
movie
whole thing. Yeah,
Yes.
antithesis would be
would be killing bees.
killing bee. The beekeeper killing bees.
Yeah, what in the fuck? So the first time I saw the trailer for this movie was before Godzilla -1, and I'm very happy that Dave was sitting beside me because he sat down while this trailer was going on, and I leaned over and went, "What the fuck is this?" And Dave was like, "I'm so hype. I'm so fucking hyped for this movie." And I'm like, did an 8-year-old write the fucking pitch for this? What the fuck is this?
Well, it's Kurt Wormer, so
an 8-year-old.
So an 8-year-old.
Yeah. Just what the fuck?
I feel like they were here. They heard about bees and like how they were endangered type thing, or like the Queen Slayer and all that shit.
Sure.
They just were
That
like,
part
let's
was good.
Let's make a movie about
an
this.
entire movie about this. Hey, you know what people really like? People really like John Wick. So let's just make John Wick, but worse. So much worse.
Revenge thrillers existed before John Wick.
No,
guys.
I know, but there is a lot in this that it owes credit to.
Okay.
It actually is the birth of a new franchise.
I swear to God, I'm not watching The Beekeeper 2. You cannot make me.
I am telling you
We
right now,
definitely are.
if you look at Jason Statham's filmography,
Yeah.
there's gonna be a sequel,
It sets up a sequel.
and
It does set up a sequel.
made bank at the box office this
It shouldn't
weekend.
have.
I saw it at fucking 1:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And I swear there were like 50 people in that theater. People came to fucking watch a Jason Statham be a fucking beekeeper, James.
I just.
They all had. I don't know if they had
don't-
as much of a blast as I did. I had a fucking riot watching.
I saw this
thing.
movie in 4DX and I had
Yeah.
a fucking blast.
What is wrong? Like, who hurt you? Did the beekeeper hurt
The
you?
movie hurt me.
Okay, tell us more. Tell us more.
I mean, okay, so I think we can all agree, and I'm going to start with the easy one that I think we can all agree on. That script is dog shit.
It's not the greatest.
No.
It's fucking atrocious dialogue. I have absolutely no idea what the fuck the relationship between the two FBI agents is beyond hilarity. They're the comic relief.
I think they cut
What's
some of that
working to
out.
work? We're fucking dumb cops. Like, what the fuck are you
They
doing?
weren't even dumb.
They were just fucking all over the place.
He did Jeremy Irons dirty. Jeremy
Irons.
He did his
I
best,
thought
but
he was good.
He was good,
I
but
thought
he
Jeremy
was,
Irons was.
he wasn't as
He was trying.
That's
Wasted.
exactly
Wasted. I'm not saying Jeremy Irons is bad.
He just kind of disappears at the end.
And he's just kind of he's whiny,
Okay,
and I'm like,
no,
Jeremy Irons is not whiny. He is a menace.
I'm first of all, I was almost certainly convinced. I'm still not unconvinced that Jason Statham and Jeremy Irons were never in the same room. I don't think they were.
What about the part at the end when he breaks his arm?
Okay, so they were in the
I wasn't
room
gonna spoil
for
that.
he breaks his
exactly
arm.
1 hour.
Okay, like we're spoiling the
He
Beekeeper.
doesn't even
David.
break his arm. He just breaks his hand in 78 places, but
in one
and
move.
then just sits him down against the wall, and that's it. Thank you. That's a wrap. Jeremy Irons, have a nice day.
That's called respect.
It's called Wasted. What a waste of a performance.
He was wasted.
Jeremy Irons is too good for the performance that was.
Like I was saying with the Marvels, I feel like there was a lot cut out. A lot
Yeah.
of like reason and accountability and fucking making sense of certain things.
You're watching an action movie about a beekeeper
Okay.
who's secretly like this black ops guy. Like, what the fuck story do you need?
I mean, just like there was just certain things that were off, like James is
Yeah.
saying. Like there is definitely missing material.
That whole thing with the other beekeeper was ridiculously short and way too easy.
Yeah.
Also, let's not forget that at that gas station, just before he leaves that gas station and it blows the fuck up, which is fine. He borrows a gentleman's car who is sitting against a gas pump, and the very next thing is that gas station explodes. So that guy is dead. Jason Statham just killed an innocent man.
He didn't. I'm sure there's a beat and then it blows up.
Oh, I'm sure there's a whole beat.
Well,
Yes,
there had to have been because he went to go get the car and he
the car
drives
was
up.
right there against the gas pump.
I don't think it was. I'm pretty sure it was like
That guy's dead.
he worked at the gas station.
That guy couldn't run 500 feet to get away from that giant fireball of an explosion.
The fireball lifted him.
He has rules, James.
Sure,
He definitely has rules because he
didn't kill him,
he
but the
certainly
gas
did not-
station did.
he certainly did not kill everyone.
Sure.
He left a couple alive.
He left people alive.
Also, back to Schmorgy Cops for a second. This fucking FBI fuck standing outside the office building, and he just walks up to them. You got through like 7 perimeters and fucking tons of people.
That was fun.
What are you fucking doing?
He has, I noticed it. Anyone who didn't deliberately get in his way, he left alive.
Yeah.
Sure.
Because Jeremy Irons just kind of was just like, you shouldn't go in there. And he's just like, fuck you, Jeremy Irons. And then just tosses him aside.
And at the beginning, when that fucking badass scene where where he fucking like gets through the security guards like it's nothing.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, where's the office? Oh, it's just right there. He's like, oh, well,
you should leave.
Call the fire department.
Yeah.
You should leave. And he just walks in with the gas tank.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah. I'm not saying
there's a lot of awesome stuff in this movie. And he's very silent. And I really, really love that they just don't explain certain things. Like,
oh yeah,
like
you don't need to.
Him, you don't need to explain. It's just like the whole beekeeping thing. You don't need to explain it.
They explain just enough. I would still like to know why they have fucking computer systems from 1972 at their beekeeper fucking hideout and a dot matrix printer.
You can't track it.
A dot matrix printer?
It's not wireless.
But it's also looking up shit. Like, what is it connected to?
Questions that don't need to be answered, James.
So anything to do with the beekeeping and the hive and all that dumb shit, I'm glad they didn't explain any of that. I'm sure
they'll explore it in the Beekeeper too.
They probably will, but there was other things that they definitely could have explained a little better.
Yeah.
All of that to say, I love... You mentioned that the other beekeeper comes for him.
Yeah.
I love immediately after that where they're just like, they're going to remain neutral on this. You're on your own.
Yeah.
Minnie Driver was only in the movie to deliver that one line.
Yeah. Seriously.
You're on your own. Like, that's like, what else do you need? Like, that's fine. It's fine. And he just knows things. He just knows information. Yeah. They don't explain how. But he's he's basically the fucking Terminator.
Seriously. And that is another sort of a small fault of it, at least to me, of just like it. Maybe it harkens back to that era where like your main hero protagonist won't ever get hurt at all. And I mean, okay, at the very, very end, he finally does. But like for the most part, he's unscathed the entire time.
That scene,
he doesn't even look fucking tired.
No, not at all. It's Jason Statham. Come on, and I'm gonna go. And I'm
shape.
Sure.
That scene at the end where he does get hurt with the South African assassin. That scene, I loved it because it was the way it was choreographed. And everything.
In the John Wick mirror room,
right? But there was no music. There was no music at all. And I found it so vicious and so violent because there's no music. It's just them breathing and them fucking going at each other. And it's fucking great. It's one of the best scenes in the movie for sure. But what I want to bring up to you guys, because I watched a couple Jason Statham movies in anticipation for this movie. And all of his movies are the fucking same. Every single one of them.
Yeah, but that's the same of every action star. Every Schwarzenegger movie is basically the same movie, Tony.
Right? Like we watch...
Every Bruce Willis movie is the same movie. Every Stallone movie is the same
Jingle
movie.
on the Way has got some nuance to it.
But like you watch...
You keep Jake Lloyd's name out of your fucking mouth.
Here we go. But we watched The Mechanic. It's the same movie. Crank, same movie.
Okay, Transporter.
Transporter.
Crank has a hook.
Oh,
it has a hell of a hook.
Okay, hell of a hook. It's one of my it's one of my favorite Jason Statham movies for sure. Yeah. We won't talk about the second one because the second one still hurts me.
I've never seen it.
It's probably better that you don't. The Transporter, like he's a gun for hire. He has a unique set of skills and he's clearly indestructible.
Yeah.
Just like Jason Statham.
Just like Jason Statham. Yeah. Like this movie was great, man. It was just so good. It was so good. I hate the dialogue. Kurt Wimmer, if you're listening to this, please take a script writing class. do something, man. Because
Tony, he's been paid enough money that he doesn't have to.
I know.
He keeps failing upwards, and I don't like it.
But if he take a script writing class, for the love of Jesus, all of your movies sound like an 8-year-old wrote it.
I just don't know what you were expecting.
Oh, I wasn't expecting Eisen, and I'm saying all this as like these are things that I hated. I'm not saying I didn't enjoy parts of it.
Like I was just sitting in there. I was just like, "Fucking yes, get him, Jason!
Literally,
get him!"
But that
he stabs a guy with the end of a shotgun.
Yeah,
that's new. Like that's hilarious.
The elevator thing was fucked up too. That guy, he just cut a guy in half.
That part was nuts.
Yeah,
the 40X was absolutely incredible. The one fault though is when they're talking when it's not 40Xing.
Yeah,
you feel it.
Well, that's every
just
movie.
Yeah,
because Melissa's like, "Are the seats gonna start rumbling again?" And I'm just like, "He needs to fight someone first, honey."
Yeah.
I was just craving for the action. I didn't give a shit about the talking. Anytime they were talking, I was just like, I don't care about any of this. None of this shit matters. Give me Jason Statham. Give me a body. Like,
and when he like ties that guy onto the truck,
right?
Yeah,
it's like, don't move.
Yeah.
Where's he gonna go, Jason?
Yeah.
And then
he's just got to get rid of this old truck.
And he's driving a stolen truck around.
Yeah. He like walks up to the front door with all the fucking police just outside. He's just like, "You guys should probably leave."
That's what
right?
That's what he taught. That's what he mentioned.
Yeah. It was fucking silly.
That was great. And he kept so close to them so they couldn't pull out their gun. Right, like that close combat stuff. Like the
except for the six cops in the background that all just stood there going, "Oh, what do I do?"
You mentioned the fight with the glass, all the mirrors and stuff.
Yeah,
I would have liked that part a lot more if it wasn't very obvious. It wasn't Jason Statham fighting that guy.
Yeah.
Well, there was too many quick cuts. Like it was cut to shit.
Like that part was cut to shit. The other parts weren't as badly cut.
Yeah.
Like there were other, like some of the scenes were cut to shit, but then other parts they let them breathe. Like the elevator thing you're talking about. Like that. There was more breathing to that when he's beating the shit out of the guy with the fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
Like, it is a silly movie. It definitely needed a little bit more explanation on some of the things.
Yeah.
But then other stuff, you're just like, I don't fucking care.
That was it. I don't care is the biggest most
But
thing.
the FBI thing, I think they probably could have done a little better with.
Yeah. And all of the dialogue, please.
And like,
I'm not saying it has to be serious,
her mother. Let her take a day off, guys.
Yeah,
send her home.
Why is she even on that case?
Right?
Yeah. But she was a little badass. Like she was great.
She was scrappy.
I'm not saying that she's not. I just the whole dynamic between the whole cops in this movie's dynamic nonsense.
Yeah.
Nonsense, literal nonsense.
Yeah. I'll give you that.
Like the fucking cringiest shit. The worst dialogue. And you know what? All of my complaints generally come down to just how fucking awful the script is. I actually don't have a lot of faults with like the movie itself. I got most of the faults with the script.
But again, what were you expecting? It was Kurt Wimmer. Come on now.
Well,
and like David Ayer's direction isn't the greatest, but it's fine.
It's fine. It's serviceable.
Totally fine. Like he's a gun for hire. Like it's fine.
It's a dad movie. Like David Ayers just makes vicious dad movies. Like we watched Fury on the weekend, and like that movie is very much like a
that
dad
movie's
movie.
Fucking vicious.
Exactly.
Yeah, I haven't seen Fury in a while, but
I've never seen it before. Before I watched it with him, I'd never seen it before.
I'd seen it in the theaters. It's a vicious movie.
Yeah.
And David Ayers, he just makes vicious action movies.
I remember enjoying Fury though. I think that's one of the few David Ayer movies I actually enjoy.
It was fine. It was fine. It's a little too schmaltzy at the end.
A little
too schmaltzy when it should be hard.
Yeah.
And just there's that weird scene in the apartment that's just kind of odd. I know that there's a reason for it, but it's just an odd scene. And I
mean, it's
a strange
mostly good.
film. But there are some badass scenes to it, and yeah, a lot of vicious violence.
But that's what that's what he's known for. If you look at his repertoire and his filmography, it's all these vicious cop movies.
What about Suicide Squad?
We don't talk about Suicide Squad.
I'm just glad he finally gave it up. He finally let it go.
Yeah.
Well, because he wanted to make Beekeeper.
I don't think it's because he wanted to make Beekeeper. I think it's because Jimmy Gunn sat him down and like, it's not happening. Move on.
Yeah. And like, yeah, and that movie was, there was a lot of apologists or defenders of the original Suicide Squad of just like, oh no, studio meddling. It was going to be great. It was going to be great. Release the Ayer cut.
Well, the trailer was great. The first trailer is awesome, but I do like the second trailer too.
Right, but then anyway, Ayer's had many chances to prove that he's actually got
the stuff.
Yeah, and he hasn't.
End of Watch is decent.
End of Watch was great, and Fury was great. If anything, I would put those two. I would put those two up there.
Tax Collector fans?
No,
fuck the Tax Collector. And you know what?
And also, fuck Bright.
Friend of the podcast, Stefan will love this too. Fuck Harsh Times, because that movie's a fucking abomination. You want to see somebody go on a rampage about a movie? Listen to Stefan go on about Harsh Times.
I don't remember much about that movie at all.
It's just
what about Street Kings, Stone?
You know what? I tried to watch Street Kings for this thing, and I watched it when Melissa got like hammered with her friends on Saturday, and I popped on Street Kings when we were going to bed, and she's like, "What are you watching?" And I was like, "Oh, just a cop movie." And she's like, "Oh, okay." 5 minutes later, is that fucking Keanu? Yes, honey, it's Keanu. And fucking Chris Evans shows up in that goddamn movie too. Forrest Whitaker.
I love Forrest Whitaker.
He can put actors together. If that man can do anything, he can put actors together for sure. But like,
can't deliver a good movie.
They're all the fucking same.
Yeah. No love for Sabotage.
That movie's
fucking bad.
That movie's really excessively violent too. I remember it had me until the end, and the end is just shit. But it was also like a studio, like it's an alternate ending because apparently it was a much harder ending before.
Yeah.
Oh, that was back when we were still trying to make Sam Worthington a thing.
Yeah.
Remember when he was just on everything?
Anyway. It's true. He's a decent actor. I don't mind him.
Yeah, I know, but they were trying to make him a huge.
What about Joe Manganiello? My boy Joe.
Yeah. I love Joe Manganiello.
I just love that picture.
It's my favorite picture. It's the best thing in the world. Anyway, The Beekeeper. It's a movie.
I had a blast.
Fun.
I had a blast watching this movie.
Some action. If you're craving Jason Statham beating the shit out of some people,
strong silent type Jason Statham beating the shit out of people.
Honestly, you could probably watch this movie on mute and it would still be pretty good.
Probably,
it would probably be great. Yeah,
might be better.
Just get rid. Josh is just so whiny, and he's just, I know he's playing the character and he's playing it right, but it's just like I just want to punch him.
He's a shit weasel playing a shit weasel. So
yeah, I just want to punch him in the dick the whole movie.
Yeah. Him and his fucking sound bowls that he's got.
Yeah, the sound bowls.
Yeah. They could have done more with Jeremy Irons. They could have done more with his mom, where like that's supposed to be a big twist.
Yeah, it was just the stupidest fucking twist.
Okay,
yeah,
cool,
got it.
This was a twist you didn't need.
Okay, just have a few people over, Madam President.
Just movies got the whole time. I was just like, movies got a movie, and just but the ending's a little too abrupt for my liking.
I did enjoy him doing Blow in The Office.
Oh yeah, you like that?
And it's like, oh, I didn't know you were here. It's just like, you didn't hear the giant fucking helicopter land on the lawn? Like, but then also ridiculous. Like, she finds out all of this horrifying shit about her son. And then, the ending happens and she's like distraught. And it's like,
still her son, man.
I guess.
Still her baby.
It's still her baby.
Well, I guess.
Right?
He deserved what he got.
He deserved a lot more than what he got.
I'm sure John Wayne Gacy's mother was still like, oh, my baby.
Okay, let's
still upset about it.
Let's not go there. But anyways,
so I don't know why I compared him to John Wayne Gacy. That was the first name that came to my head.
They're occupying the same round of hell. But Josh Hutcherson's character deserved at least all of his toenails being ripped slowly by a pair of pliers.
And his eyelids, for sure.
And then, well, start with the toenails, then the fingernails. You gotta rip those out.
You guys are getting graphic.
And then, like, pluck every single eyelash before you squeeze the eyeball like jelly and put it on toast.
So it's clearly not. So,
of course, it's on toast.
It's gotta be on toast.
So it's not a recommend from you, obviously.
I mean,
folding laundry.
if you're a dad who
if I'm
folds
folding laundry
laundry,
watching that movie, I'm gonna be hyped up.
if you're a dad folding laundry and over the age of 35, this movie's for you.
What the fuck, man?
Enjoy.
Dave.
I
Rush out to theaters and see it in IMAX.
it was loud and proud and just angry, and I loved it in IMAX. I had fun watching it, but apparently I'm over 35 and a dad, so it was made just for me.
You're in a new genre of movies now.
Well,
with caveats that it's badly written and everything that's not Jason Statham is annoying.
Yeah.
There you go.
if this movie was recut and it just featured Jason Statham.
So you want the air cut of this movie?
No, I want the
release the air.
You know what I want? I want the Jason
air.
Statham cut of this movie.
Nobody wants the air cut, James.
Anyways, I am 33 and I enjoyed the shit out of this movie, but no, do not run to see it in the theater. You can sit and watch it at home.
I just
Can skip the 40X.
And skip 40X.
I just had so much fun watching it.
Melissa was like, "Why is this movie in 40X?" I'm like, "Because it's January, honey, and people need money."
Yeah.
I
It's
called
January.
you.
Nothing else is in this theater.
I wish I saw it with you guys so badly. Because
Yeah.
I just called you guys afterwards and I was just hyped.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hyped.
Yeah.
Oh.
There was not enough bee puns. There needed to
Yeah,
be
there
more.
definitely needed to be a couple more
Yeah, they
bee
didn't
puns.
lean into that enough.
They needed to lean into it a little bit
learn
harder.
a lot about bees. Though.
Right?
It was a very factual movie
Right?
about bees.
Yeah.
And when
But
she starts like reading through the beekeeping
Yeah.
guy.
yeah.
Okay, the bit about the Queen Slayer, we touched upon it, but like the part about the Queen Slayer, that was fucking badass.
Yeah.
I want to be a Queen Slayer. Like that's
Yeah,
fucking
You're
cool.
you're not badass enough for the Queen.
Well,
Slayer,
you know
bud.
what, man,
You're not
someone
even
could change.
badass enough to be a bee.
Well, you know, you both suck mad fucking cocks and dicks.
Are
That's
you willing to
that's-
kamikaze yourself
Yeah,
in the name of the hive?
in the name of the hive. You got to protect the
You gotta
hive, man.
protect the hive.
You gotta protect the hive. But yeah, don't rush. See it, EOD.
See it when you can.
Yeah.
All right.
How was it compared to Expendables 4?
Oh my Jesus. Expendables 4 is a goddamn abomination. Can I ruin it for you guys?
Yes,
No, I want
please.
to watch it.
Oh.
All right, well, fuck you. I'm going to
Fine,
ruin it anyway.
it's
Stallone
fine.
disappears for fucking 3/4 of the movie.
I knew that.
And it's like the Jason Statham and fucking Megan Fox show. I remember nothing about this movie.
What about Curtis Jackson? Fitty? Come on, man.
Curtis 50 Cent Jackson?
This movie is an abomination and it is goddamn an embarrassment.
Dang.
I fucking hated Expendables 4.
Dang.
And I haven't even seen Expendables 3, but I hear Expendables
it's
3
bad.
is much, much better.
It's bad. Glenn Powell's in it.
I remember
Fucking Glenn
Expendables
Powell,
3.
look at that.
Expendables 3 was bad.
It's
bad. Yeah.
It's not very good at all.
It's been that movie franchise has been diminishing returns.
Although it's
No,
it's funny that Wesley Snipes makes a tax evasion joke. That
Yeah,
that
that's
part's
funny.
funny.
Yes, that is
That's
funny.
funny.
tax evasion. Yeah, that's part of the movie. No,
How
Expendables.
did you know? You didn't see it.
Oh, I've seen that part.
I'm sorry. Were you going to disagree with me that entire franchise has been diminishing returns?
The second
No,
one's
the
pretty
second-
good.
The second
though.
one's better than the first one.
The second
better
one
than the
is
first?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me? Jean-Claude Van Damme? You're gonna fight me
Yeah.
on Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Well, I'm not going
Chuck
to fight
Norris
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
makes a Chuck Norris joke.
Yeah.
Arnold
it's
Schwarzenegger gets more screen time
True.
and
Bruce Willis.
literally kicks the fucking door out of a car so he
I
can
don't
get
know.
in.
I have to rewatch 1 and 2, and then I'll get back to
Okay,
you on
the
that.
first
That's-
one is too serious. And the second one leans into what the first
Into the
one
goofy?
should have been.
Yeah.
All right, I'll get back to you. I'm going to get back to you on that one. Then it's been diminishing returns.
Then it's been diminishing
It's
returns
been
for
just
sure.
digging a hole to the
third
basement.
one's
Seriously.
terrible.
Well, the fourth one put a hole in the coffin, put the nail in the coffin. You want to know why? Because they handed over script rights to fucking Kurt Wimmer.
Kurt Wimmer wrote Expendables 4?
Yes.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
You want to know how you kill a franchise, boys?
Kurt
Giving
Wimmer.
it to fucking Kurt Wimmer.
But they just made a new one with Beekeeper.
Yeah, he's not going to write the second one.
He's
Probably not.
Fucking hope not. David Ayer should just write it, man. I
Okay,
know
let's not say things we
but
can't
you know
take
what?
back.
He would write a much better movie.
Would he?
Would he?
It'd be better than what we got.
Would he?
Would it?
He did write Training Day and The Fast and the Furious.
Wow.
It's not
That's
like it's not like you're listing
And
bangers.
you
buddy.
571.
You're not listing bangers.
You're gonna tell me that Training Day is not a banger?
I have
you're
not seen
gonna
Training Day in a long time.
You're gonna tell me that the first Fast and the Furious is not a banger?
The writing is not what makes that movie a banger,
I want you
Tony.
to go play in traffic.
The writing? You're gonna make me die over the writing?
Familia.
He doesn't even say that in the movie, Tony.
No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't.
Like,
Boy. Oh,
he's
boy.
stealing fucking DVD players. That orange Supra, amazing, but fuck.
Ricky Tan, come on.
Yes, Ricky Tan, Tony. Ricky Tan. Jesus, Tony, you're gonna make me die over that?
Yeah,
Get
I'm
the
gonna make
fuck
you
outta
die.
here.
Fuck you, man.
Good
Fast and
Lord.
Furious is a goddamn great movie.
I'm not. Tony, I just said the
I'm just
writing.
dude. I'm just trying to piss you off now.
I just said the writing.
All right, sit down. Calm your shit.
That's fun. He put himself in Training Day.
Yeah, he did.
You didn't direct it.
No, he just wrote it,
Was
produced
that a
it.
Fuqua? That's not Fuqua.
No, it is Fuqua.
Oh, it is Fuqua.
And I will say, Training Day is good because of Fuqua and
Yeah.
because of Denzel, obviously.
Well,
It's
Yeah.
because Denzel's in it, Tony.
Yeah.
If it was anyone else, it
it's
would
Denzel
not be as
carrying that
good.
movie.
Like Ethan Hawke's fine, but it's fucking Denzel.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Anyway,
Anyways, Beekeeper.
shall we?
Sure.
On
got
to
a new
the
blue?
end.
I have a new blue.
What did that boy buy? It's Dave's New Blues.
There's no blues. What did that boy buy?
So I'm still waiting for Canada Post to bring Old Boy to me. I
Mm.
don't know what's taking them so long. And I got the second sight edition of Mean Streets on the way as well.
Ooh.
And you know, God willing, I'll have a copy of Avatar: The Way of Water that's not scratched to fucking shit.
I'm hoping. He was hoping.
But the one I want to talk about is the new Vinegar Syndrome 4K edition, 4K Blu-ray combo pack special edition. Happy hand jobs.
Happy hand jobs, yes.
Of David Cronenberg's Existence
Nice.
from 1999. Came out apparently like 3 weeks after The Matrix did, so that's why people don't remember it.
No existence.
So
But we do.
But we do. So the case, if you really want to play fucking show and tell, since it's right there,
Thanks.
it's like it feels like flesh. It's kind of fleshy.
Yeah, I guess to an extent.
It's a little weird.
It's got some texture to it.
Yeah. And then it has a 48-page book and a beautiful, some beautiful slipcase. There's 4 commentaries
live
on
it,
it, which
kill
is
for it.
nuts.
Wow.
Yeah, 4 commentaries, some pretty awesome features, some pretty awesome interviews type thing. I would have wanted like a more recent interview with fucking Cronenberg. But
I
it's still
appreciate
pretty
the
good.
essays.
All of this to say, it looks amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, for like a low budge fucking Canadian movie, looks amazing.
Dang.
Yeah, it looks dope. Have you seen Existence? Do you know what it is?
No.
It's basically so Existence is the name of a new video game.
Got
Yeah,
it.
it's a new video game. And then yeah, that's the
That's the
controller. It's like
controller.
a fleshy.
Of course, it's fleshy.
It's a very fleshy
fucking
thing.
course
So
it is.
basically,
God damn it, David.
it's very VR type thing.
Right.
So you have like a port in your spine,
Got it.
and you plug it in,
Yeah.
and then you're in the game, and it's like a virtual reality thing.
Wow.
And so it kicks off where she's doing a demo of the new thing,
Yeah.
of the new game.
Yeah.
And she has like a focus group type thing, and somebody tries to kill her with a chicken bone gun thing that shoots human teeth.
All right.
James, I'm not lying. And
It is a Cronenberg movie after all.
So Jude Law is her security detail, and he needs to get her out, get her to safety. But something's going on with the game, so they need to get into the game to fix things.
Yeah.
And it's just like very Inception-y,
Right.
and just very just like taking on a lot of like virtual reality, and like it's not quite using video game iconography quite yet, because like
Right.
they were, it's not quite there yet, but it's definitely about virtual reality and kind of like manipulate body horror and manipulation. Please don't wreck it. I'll just put it away. I'll put it away.
It's not being wrecked.
Fine.
I'm not a Neanderthal.
It's not as good as I remember it being. I thought it was better. I remember it being a lot better. The last time I saw it was after you were there with friends of the podcast, Matt Layden, James Whitson, and Mike Laidman, where we watched Scanners, Videodrome, The Fly, Naked Lunch, and Existence.
Jesus.
Back to back
Jeez,
to back to
what
back.
a day.
That was a day. That's a day that will
That's a
live in
journey.
infamy. Because we saw some things that day.
I bet you did.
We saw some things that day. I believe that's the last time I saw it.
I saw it recently too, and I wasn't as on board as I was in high school.
It's just it's very weird and very dense and very mind fucky.
Huh.
It's super fucking weird. It's Cronenberg after all.
It's
I know,
definitely
yeah.
it's definitely weird.
The things that you were saying are checking off all the Cronenberg tick boxes of like super fucking weird, but
and body horror and stuff.
yeah,
But
of
all
course.
of that to say, if you're a big Cronenberg fan, you owe it to yourself to have this in your collection, because it's never looked better than this, and I doubt it will ever look as good as it does here.
Yeah.
And just when they announced it, I just bought Tony a coffee without asking him.
I actually have the import Blu-ray of this.
Oh, very
so
cool.
I upgraded with Vinegar
Nice.
Syndrome, so you can have my import.
I'd love your import. I have shelf space now.
There you go.
Nice. But yeah, that's Existence.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I kind of want to see it. You kind of
should.
sold me on the
It's
premise
good.
of it alone. I was like, this is interesting.
I feel like you'd enjoy it.
It's So the lead is Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Yeah.
Which ironically is why she's in Possessor later.
Yes. Yeah.
And then her security guy is Jude Law.
Sure.
And then Ian Holm is in it.
Nice.
Fucking Don McKellar's in it.
Of course.
Sarah Polley.
Yeah.
Willem Dafoe.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, Willem Dafoe shows up. Yeah,
Caleb Keith
nice.
Rennie. Like it's just
Nice.
like you're just gonna be like, hey, it's this guy.
This guy.
Hey, it's this guy.
I love that.
But yeah,
Cool.
fucking Willem Dafoe has like basically an extended cameo, and he's
Unhinged.
fucking awesome.
Amazing. All right.
He's awesome.
All right. I want to
Yeah,
see
you
it.
should definitely watch
check it out.
Existence.
Excellent. I will. Cool. That about wrap us up then for our first episode of season 3.
Yes, sir.
Oh, I love this. I love this a lot. So we're going to be back in our regular scheduled slot in 2 weeks for you.
Our new scheduled slot.
Our new, oh yes, I guess I should announce that since this is
We're now officially coming to you on Wednesdays.
Wednesday podcast.
Yes.
It's just honestly, and like for if anyone's curious, although I don't think anybody really cares as
We
long
wanted
as
to
we come
celebrate
out.
Hump Day with
We
our
do,
podcast.
and it gives us a little bit of a breathing room too to make sure that we're able to see some of these releases the moment they come out. Because, like, you know, the Beekeeper, there was no advanced screening for. We kind of had to do it as fast as we could and like try to get these out. And also, like, we have
there actually
lives.
was. It was. They
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
really
it was-
announce it. It was the previous Saturday,
Yeah, so
which
we
was there was
sometimes
a
don't get
snowstorm.
those. Exactly, we sometimes don't get those. Sometimes have to rush these out, and we also have lives and things like that that go on outside of this podcast, or
No,
At least
no, we don't.
Tony and I do.
No,
Tony-
podcast is life
Football is life,
and death
and so is podcast
and death
and death. But it's also life.
and death.
So
Daddy Rojas.
to give us the extra space, we're gonna do Wednesdays, 1 day shift. But you can
Yes.
still get us midweek. You can enjoy us
Yes.
on every second Wednesday, plus whatever bonus episodes we decide to throw your way.
And there will be bonus.
There will be bonus. But till next time,
Mm-hmm.
talk to you then.
Woo.